Aries, Aries, Aries. Oh, I know what I wanted to see. Let's focus. Focus. It requires a lot of focus. Okay, Aries, Aries. I'm like already ADD. I am having the attention span of an Aries. I mean that in like the best way possible. By the way, if that tattoo card meant anything to you, then you might want to check out Capricorn. Capricorn might be getting a tattoo. So if that means anything in your life. One more go. What's going on with Aries? Okay. Judgment. Knight of Swords. Three of Chalices. Now in these, I read these Tarot of the 78 Doors cards a little differently because they're very like storied cards, so it's hard to feel like the traditional meaning sometimes. So let's see what the story is. I feel like someone came busting through and like knocked people down, but it was into the light. Celebration. I'm thinking out loud. Let me get more clarity. So what's going on in your thoughts? What are your thoughts about the situation, Aries? Prince of Wands. So upside down, which tells me you've probably fallen from grace. Okay, let's see what's going on in your feelings. Emotional life, love life, friends and family, your art, angels, emotional life. Nine of Staves, so a burden being lifted. And then onto your resources. So your time, your money, your energy, your job, your work, your career, your health, your service. Resources. Woo! You hear that squeak? That's my thing. I was told to pull this out, so I'll keep that out. What's on the bottom? We have the Nine of Pentacles, which is the single lady card, independent woman, like I should have put a ring on it. So underneath your deck is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is a lady who has her life together. She can this is her own house. She's got the keys to it. She can show you around. Just independent woman, makes her own money. So it's about being financially independent, financial personhood, or your materials are all met. So I see this falling from grace. Judgment is what is elevated. You know, when you think of the rapture, it's some people go down here, some people go up here. But I don't think, you don't have to think heaven and hell. I think those extremes can be actually a little dangerous, but judgment is about a turning point in our lives when we have the choice to rise above, to go on to the next level, to learn something like spiritually and get like elevated and enlightened, you know, closer to God, or we fall from grace. We are beastly. I mean, it's interesting that this Knight of Swords, whose swords are usually an air sign, but this like looks like Sagittarius to me. So if that means anything to you, Sagittarius is a fire sign, and this is a very fiery act. But it's like the Knight of Swords too, because Knight of Swords charges in. I want to charge in with the truth. So maybe you, I don't know, got involved in like a chat room about Trump and barged in and you were a jerk or something. But what I'm feeling, or maybe this fight was with the Sagittarius, like barging in, and this Sagittarius or this Knight of Swords, if it's an air sign, if it's a Knight of Swords, it would be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. But Sagittarius is half beast, half man. So that's like the Judgment card here. The same story is that we are half animals and half deities, really. So we have like the inner divine in us. We have like the highest good, you know. We have like ultimate heaven that we can reach. And then we have like being stuck on earth. I don't think like we'll fall into a pit, but sometimes earth can be hellish, right? And that's where the animals are. That's like half of us, but this is also half of us too. So we're like two separate beings. And what I feel like might have happened is that perhaps you like had an argument with someone and you were your lesser self and you acted like an animal, and you feel like there's a fall from grace because upside down the Prince of Wands is the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands can like it could be a male or a female. I think it's you, whatever you are. So the Prince of Wands, like there's someone who can't keep their dick in their pants. So very like promiscuous. They have like a temper, so they fly off the handle and like blow up and erupt over things that that don't matter ultimately. If you have a Leo in your life, there's a Leo card here, and they are fire energy. They are part of Wands too. Maybe you guys just had like a fire explosion with Sagittarius and a Leo, and your Aries. So yeah, fire explosion. And speaking of fire and speaking of explosions, it's really interesting to me that there are two suns here, and like the sun is like, you know, in like the way this card falls, the sun is like falling down on this Prince of Wands. Could be you. If it is a Leo, Leo's ruled by the sun. But it's like in this tantrum, in this fight, in this like battle of just like passions, you know, like your tempers and your passions got flared up. But in this breakdown, you think like everyone's descended and that everyone has fallen from grace, but the light is going this way, and it's like here too. So it's like in that fall came the light. Like in that fall from grace, you saw like what it is to be human. Like I see kind of like a forgiveness element to it. Like all was temper tantrums were all forgiven because it, like, being at the bottom elevated you to, you know, to the light. Like the light fell to the bottom, so there was no need to elevate to the next level because the level was already there. Kind of like I'm feeling just like the beauty of humanity. Like, we're all human, we all say things out of line, and we all understand that out of each other. So that's a beautiful thing if you're experiencing that. And this, you know, guy charging in, this could be you, this could be you, it could be anyone else, but whatever makes sense for you. The Sagittarius charging in, underneath him in the feelings position, it's burdens being lifted. The 9 of staves, the 9 of wands is like a lot of burdens. But when I see it reversed, it's like they're falling away, you know? So in this explosion, burdens fell away and light was revealed. So that's so like, that's adorable. That's so like Aries. Okay, so we also have the 3 of chalices, or the 3 of cups, which is like a really happy celebration card. And it's like 3 girlfriends getting dressed, having a good time, fun, fun, fun. Could even be the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius triple threat, fiery triple threat that's going on in this reading. And it's Aries, sorry, my cam cuts off, so it might happen again, but hopefully not. I'll try to make it quick because I feel like you're impatient, you want to get it over with. So we left on this like group of friends, girls night out, woo-hoo! And ultimately it's 3 of cups, 3 of wands, so you know, 2 3s, 3 3 3, fire explosion. The 3 of wands is expansion, so this like get together, even with its fights, are expanding things for you. Now, for your oracle, this time I've decided to do a Texas Hold'em spread and find like the best 5 cards out of 7 cards. So one more shuffle. I already drew because, you know, cameras. Okay, 1, 2, 3. What is the best one? 2 jacks, queen, ace, 5. Get rid of these. Okay. 5 of cups is crying over spilled milk. 8 of cups is walking away from something that no longer serves you. Again with the 3 people. So this is like a group of people. Queen of Pentacles is, or Queen of Diamonds is like, it's like the single ladies card I was talking about. She's like earthy, put together, manages her money, very like simple and strong, down to earth. A Jack of Pentacles is pretty much the same, and the Jack of Spades is air energy. These diamonds, these pentacles, are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The air is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I mean, there's a lot of people in your reading, so like, you know, I'm sticking with the fire explosion, but if there's more people showing up, then you're just having a party, right? There's like a lot going on. So if these are different people, then Air signs are like, to the truth, cut to the truth, very blunt, witty, good with words. So, in this fight, please remember not to cry over spilled milk, and just like, the Eight of Cups is usually, is usually walking away from a situation that's like a tough decision, like emotionally, you know, like, it's like the Dolly Parton, Whitney Houston song, I Will Always Love You. That's the Eight of Cups, or the Eight of Hearts. But in this reading, I feel like it's just like, walk away from a grudge that you might be tempted to hold. I mean, but fire signs are good about that. They're good about like fighting and then making up really quickly. They have taught me how to forgive. And if you're having trouble forgiving, then go to your Sagittarius friend, who is, Sagittarians are probably like the most forgiving of the zodiac, I think. Okay. Taurus. So this could be lots going on. Who the heck knows? But if you have Taurus in your chart, or if you're on a Taurus cusp, because this is an Aries reading, or if they're these like randos that showed up, then Taurus is about, it's another animal. It's a bull. So it's our animal selves, like Leo, like a horse. And Taurus is like, they don't want to exert any more energy than they have to. They are very good about like conserving, like they look like lazy. If you're having a fight with a Taurus and you think that they're lazy, they're actually not. But they look lazy because they're hiding out in the pasture. But it's just, the thing with Taurus is they view their energy like a resource. So they save it, you know. It's like saving time or saving money. Taurans just like save energy. So they only charge whenever they're provoked. They only like move if they have to, but they're not going to put in like extra effort. And I really admire that about Taurans. But other than that, they're ruled by Venus, and so they can be like kind of creative and artsy, and they're very loyal and funny, and what else? They like to stick to their routines, and they have like odd routines that seem lazy. They would seem lazy to other fire signs. They would seem lazy to Aries. But they're actually, like I said, they just reserve their energy. Okay, so next up, let's talk to our angels. Aries, 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 Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Aries, this one. Mystique. I don't think I've ever had this one. You know what I just said about charging like a bull? This is a horse or a unicorn. Mystique. She's a unicorn. You got like horses, lions, bulls. So it is like this animal thing. But like this, okay. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. I like that. Let's read from Mystique. So Mystique says, you are on the right path, You are on the right path. Although it might seem to take a lot of time and effort, keep up the good work. You are definitely making progress toward your intended outcome. Sometimes flexibility is called for when you're working toward an aim, but in this instance, you need to stay firm in your conviction. Compromise will only water down the divine plan that you're manifesting. Resist the urge to bend or to please others. In the end, these individuals will be pleased by the outcome. You're following a divine course, and others may not be privy to the same vision that you're following. Do your best to explain this vision to others involved, but don't feel the need to defend your actions. Look at my picture. I am coming out of the darkness and into the light. Darkness and light. Oh my gosh. I like how this is matching up. So are you. You know what you're doing, and we in heaven are here to back you up fully. I love it when this happens. Okay. So if you want to look at her picture, she's very pretty. But she's a unicorn, and she's coming out of the dark and into the light. So detailed. Thank you, Mystique. Thank you. Okay, let's see what the map of the Oracle has to say for Aries. I like the Aries reading a lot. I've liked Aries, Capricorn, Aquarius was weird. Aquarius is always weird. Libra was fun. I'm a Libra. It's a good reading for us. Always like that. Okay. Shuffle once. Shuffle twice. Cut them once, cut them twice. Lemonade, crunchy ice. Made it once, made it twice, sip it once, sip it twice, turn around, touch the ground. Ah, I'm getting this magical shapeshifter. My dog's tail is... Do you remember me saying my ADD was like crazy? I'm bouncing all over the place right now. Okay, so, but you understand because you're Aries. My dog's tail was wagging. It was up against my guitar, if you could hear that. She's so cute. Okay. Focus, focus, Aries. Focus, focus. I'm like, I got the Aries buzz in me. You guys are fun. Okay. Magical map shifter. Spirit orchestrates everyone's destiny. When the magical map shifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life with impact, to impact your personal growth. Like these people. Ugh. Okay. It's personal growth. So, perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of difficulty, like Mystique coming out of the darkness, leads you out of difficulty and into a place of safety or success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The magical map shifter always initiates you into a better version of yourself. Oh, like I said, elevating. That was such a sweet read, Aries. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed it.